Bam, Bitcoin with the bounce. A little bit of wiggle room, baby. That's all we need. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. Hope you're having a wonderful day out there in this beautiful zone. And Bitcoin getting a nice bounce to the upside of the crypto world. Let's put the lemon into the water. Let's take a big sip. Let's decalcify that pineal. Become truly alkaline, because that's what happens to the acidity of the lemon water. You become alkaline. I'm just telling you. Let's break down the charts. Let's get the music back up and running. Let's get the energy flowing, baby. God bless each and every one of you for being here. It's dire season. People are running away. People don't understand. People are confused. We are not confused. The bounce with today's P&L at 31,000. Let's go, baby. Let's go. That's how you stand strong. You don't get those beautiful days and those nice bounces when you panic sell. So I don't do that to be rude. I do that to show people don't panic sell your bags. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice, but why you panic selling? Why you panic selling? That track is hot by the Coin Bros. Go look it up. Panic selling. So funny, man. You paper hands. Lettuce-handed, paper-handed, nah. But God bless each and every one of you. If you're in the trading group, we took a bunch of longs this morning that played out nicely. I took a long last night. I called a long. Why did I call a long? We talked about it. We broke it down. We saw bullish divergence on the 12-hour and the 22-hour time frame. The daily looked beautiful. I put out a daily call for the last basically 36 hours. I think I started putting it out. Today is what, Thursday? I started putting it out around Tuesday night that I was bullish on Bitcoin and I like the daily. I put out the exact trade entry and everything. That trade's in the money. And we're going to break down my long-term technical analysis here. We're going to see what I see heading forward into the weeks ahead. And we're going to see how much difference the last 2 days have changed everything. And we're going to break it down for you right now. We're going to delete all that old work. We're going to look at the weekly, double click here, and show you what I see happening. There was a big gap here. We could still fall down to 67,000. I'm not trying to tell you I know what's going to happen. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I have no idea where Bitcoin is going to go. I don't. I have no clue. I don't. Then Sam, how did you make 4 for 4 today? And how are you still in 2 trades that are making you gains? Because I know exactly what to do when my indicators tell me to do them. It's a really simple way to trade. It's very simple, like a horse. When the rider kicks the horse, he's supposed to do what the rider does. When the indicators kick me, I do what they tell me to do. I'm a horse. I'm a trading horse. That's it. And the indicators are the rider. Okay, it's kind of a strange way to think about it, but you know. So I'm a horse. The indicators are the rider, and when they whip me, when they hit me with that wind, that's so strange, right? Are we talking about S&M, Sam? Or are we talking about trading? Sorry about it. I'm not into that. No, but the thing is, I'm trying to find a good metaphor, and I speak in metaphors. And to me, because the horse does what the rider tells it to do, it doesn't do what it wants. It doesn't just out of nowhere trot. I mean, some horses do. What happens to those horses? They get it, you know what I mean? Doesn't work out too well. So the horse that listens to the rider wins the race, right? The more in tune the jockey and the horse are, I mean, the better off the odds are winning that Kentucky Derby. Am I wrong? We all want to win the Kentucky Derby, don't we? I do. Don't you? We all want to win that Kentucky Derby. We all want the brass ring, baby. We all want the Triple Crown, don't we? Who doesn't? You do, and I do. Everybody here wants it. You know you do. Don't act like you don't. So if you want the Triple Crown, you got to have that same relationship with your trades. And so when the indicator tells you what to do, you do it. You can't have you can't be a stallion with your emotions and do whatever you want. You got to stick to the script. There's got to be a model. There's got to be something that you're sticking to. Shout out to Master Friend. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Shout out to anyone that's developed a model. If you've developed a trading model and you feel confident about it and you love it, put a 333 in the comment section right now. If you're still working on your model, but you know you're going to get there, put a 444. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, but you have faith that you'll learn, put a 111. I want to see how many people out there are responding to the lifer here. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Bitcoin getting a bit of a pullback too right now. A nasty one. Makes me kind of want to bail a little bit there. If we lose that 200 MA on the 1 minute time frame, we may get a bit of a dump easy to the downside. Right? Shout out to all the 333s, the 444s, and the 111s. The greatest thing about each and every one of you is you all have something in common. You want to keep learning, and you believe in yourselves, and that's what matters every single day. Raise your energy, raise your positive vibration, and thank the Lord that you woke up and walked to your computer. You know how many people have to be in a wheelchair today because of something that happened? Dear Lord, please keep everybody in my family safe from any tragedy in the world. The pain I would feel of anyone I know, and any type of pain, I'm so sensitive, it would be devastating for me. Dear Lord, please protect my family, protect me, and everybody in my life, man. Be careful on the road, be careful outside, you know. A good time to stay off the road is when the sun's coming down, right? Why? Because people can't see that well, okay? You know, during those sunlight hours and when the sun, it's funny, sun's coming up, sun coming down. Very dangerous times to be on the road. If you can avoid those two times, you're already cutting off some risk probability. Okay. Anyway, Panic Selling track is fire. I don't know it. Thank you for the hookup. Oh, I love that track. Panic Selling. Why you panic selling? Yeah. Great track. Top notch stuff. 100%. All right, so let's break down the weekly here. Weekly, bullish engulfing candle on the edge here. We close this candle. That's bullish engulfing. It is what it is. It doesn't mean it's the end of everything. It doesn't mean that just because that happens, we're off the hook. It doesn't mean we're pumping all the way to the upside. But what it does mean is every time we've had a huge pump, this is how it would start. So this is the footprint of a giant, right? If a giant began to walk and this was his first step, this would be it. So you can't act like this wouldn't begin the pump. However, it was funner when we were above 97.2. So I take things very simply. I'm a simple trader, simple guy. 93.760, 93.800, you could call it if you want. As long as we close a candle above that, that's going to create a bit of a support there. And then we got to get above 97.2. And I'll say the same things over and over again for weeks at a time. And I said, when we got below 97.2, I became bearish, didn't we? We even scalped some shorts down here, and we made some money shorting. And I even called some shorts that I personally didn't trade, but I called it perfectly. I didn't just said I wasn't going to trade it, but I knew it's like my system said there's a short right there for you, hanging out. So this starts to fall right now. The 1 minute did just lose the 200 MA. We're going to break that down on the smaller time frame. Yeah, exactly. Happy New Year. Can we check out H-bar, please? Looks very similar to XRP. Yes, we looked at it in the trading group, actually, and we looked at it yesterday. Both setups are in the group, and you're spot on. Shout out to Sean Z. So moving in tandem with Bitcoin. Yeah, usually that's the case. All the basically the large top 10 large cap coins tend to move with BTC. Okay. So the weekly closing here would be bullish. This weekly closing as a bullish engulfing candle would be bullish. That's 3 days and 9 hours, okay? Tonight we have our private weekly screen share with the trading group. We're going to go over what I've bought and sold, what's happening, what's going on, what is strong. I'll tell you what's strong right now is SUI. I put money into SUI about 3 weeks ago. It didn't make much, it didn't lose much, it's up a bit. But the point is, compared to the rest of the market with the volatility, SUI has been strong. At the same time, something has been eating market share, and you all know what it is, and we've talked about it. I went over it. I've given setups for it. I've talked about virtual since it was 30 cents. It's gone now to $4 and I think 88 or $4.90 at one point. So I've given you well over about a 12 or 14x at this point since I first brought it up. And I've given like maybe 15 to 16 different trade setups in the last 2 to 3 months that have all played out over and over again. First started talking about virtuals on 10/22. I'll be honest, Token Metrics started talking about it, started putting it on. I started seeing what it was, and then I saw that it was coming out on MEXC. Those two things are simple. And then I started realizing what it did and what it was all about. And then we saw it just continue to take off. And very, very interesting time to be alive here in virtuals. Anyway, we'll get into that in a second, but it just has to be spoken. If we look here at BOOKMAP, link in the description below to BOOKMAP, it tells us where most of the liquidity is hiding. And yes, there's tons of stop losses still down at 86,000 and a big old red bar there at 90,000. It says we're not out of the water yet, but there's new liquidity to the upside all the way back to 99K that we haven't seen in a while. Suggests that we may make a move up here to 99,000 in the next, I don't know, I'd say 6 to 10 hours. It looks likely like we could be getting a bit of a short squeeze here to the upside and catch the shorts off guard. What do I love? Well, I see that liquidity's up there, and a lot of times this does present the fact that we do go to the upside, so I like that. I don't know if I love it, but I like it. What don't I like? It's a Wednesday, it's a Thursday, low liquidity. We did have unemployment today. We're going to talk about that and break it down. It was bullish, reason why we got a nice pump to the upside. But again, it's like that super real pump on a low volume day, which had to come back down and find its where regular value really was today. And that's kind of why we had this huge boom up to 97.4, and now we're kind of sitting back at 96.5, and we're going to break all that down. Weekly, bullish engulfing candle, if it closes, so this is what you need to know. I talk a lot, but I know, let's simplify it. You want to make sure candle closes above 93,800, period. Number 2, you would like to make sure this is a bullish engulfing candle. You don't want it to close below where this candle began there at 95.2 or something. So you want to see this candle close robustly, big and strong, right? Mazal. You want to see this thing close very, very nice. So, boom. That's what you want to see on the weekly. And if you get those two things, that's it. So we don't have to ask for a lot. Simplify it. You know what I mean? We just need a close as such. Just right now, if we just did this exactly what we did, beautiful. Icing on the cake, 97.2. This candle closed above 97.2. Oh my gosh, I would finally be like, okay. You know? If anything, it looks like we could get to the back to the top of the range, maybe somewhere at, 101, 104. At least give us some nice moves. All right. Yeah, exactly. So I like what I'm seeing here. Let's go back down to the 3-day chart. All right. Worst flaw a person can have is telling somebody what they should be doing. Number 1, the word should is kind of a horrible word. I shoulda, woulda, coulda. If you're doing what you love, then you should never should have done anything. You do what you love to do. So you're not in a state of regret. Should have says I regret. Like, I shoulda, woulda, coulda. When you tell someone what they should be doing, you're kind of already using improper mental language. You want to untrain yourself away from the word should. Anyway, so look, nice falling wedge here on the 3-day chart. See how that's a bullish engulfing candle too as well? I like what I'm seeing here. And that could bounce off the 21-day moving average, curving on the stochastics, curving on the RSI. It all looks really pretty to me. MACD showing signs that it could turn white at any moment and flip. It ain't too shabby. And that would pump us to a new all-time high up there at 112,000. Go to room 112, tell them Blanco sent you. And we get to, 112, 113,000 too for BTC. This 3-day candle closes in 1 day and 9 hours. Okay, that's going to be Saturday night. And that would be beautiful. No, it's tomorrow. Saturday night. And that would be beautiful. No, maybe it is. No, tonight in 9 hours it closes. Thursday. No, that'd be Friday night. Tomorrow night. I misspoke. Friday night, 3-day candle close, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, 9 hours, 1, and then a day. Yeah. That's a very good sign, too, on the 3-day chart. Bullish. Ay, bullish. Very bullish. So I like that sign right there on the 3-day chart. The 2-day moving, the daily, moving on into the daily chart. Everybody's favorite chart. And yesterday, if you were watching my channel, we talked about opening up a daily candle, right here with a stop at the wick, and taking it up. So far, you are in the money on that daily trade. It's up to you how much leverage you use, what you use, but that's gains right there. And that's actually a lot of gains because I was, but anyway. And I showed this, I think, Tuesday night, I might even showed it many times, 3 or 4 times in a row. And you'd be in the money now. See if you could continue to hold. It's a very hard trade to hold, though. I usually can't hold them that long. Especially the bigger money I put in. I'll be up like 3 or 4 grand somewhere here, and I'm like, all right, I'm taking that. You know? But again, gains are gains, baby. So. And time will tell. But so far, the daily will close as 3 right soldiers, which is a known reversal pattern. 1, 2, 3 green candles in a row. If we can get the daily to close at 8 hours and 29 minutes, which isn't that long. It's crazy in 8 hours to think. All right. And that will be at about 7 p.m. my time. Just crazy to think in only 8 hours it will be 7 o'clock again. Like, so this is a bullish sign, and this is bullish for altcoins. It gives them a reason to breathe. All right. It gives them a reason for people to say, you know what, I'll buy some more of this altcoin. Like today, I bought a certain coin. My trading group knows what it is. I keep adding to this certain coin. I believe it's going to be a winner. And I got in early, and it's pumped pretty nice since we've got in. About an 8x, 7.5x, something like that. But it looks strong. And I like what I'm seeing. And you never know. But it has a good narrative attached to a good ecosystem. And it's got that low cap love. So, again, still a resistance for Bitcoin. As you can see, we just wicked to this point of control, 97,000 to 97.4 area. We get it back above 97, a little high right there on the 22. Yeah, 97.8. I mean, then we contest with the 99. It's basically 100K. And then once you bevel 100K, there's one last little chance at 102, and then it's back to the all-time high. To me, 97.2 is the gateway to more. We break into 97.2 and more gains can come our way. If we don't, we may have some trouble. All right. 12-hour time frame getting rejected too. 8-hour still has legs though, you see, and it's tight moving averages, and it never lost the 200 MA. And what I'm seeing now, zoom into the 4-hour, is an Adam and Eve double bottom. And we saw the first one. I'm going to do it clean. I'm going to give it the respect it deserves. But I mean, there's your Adam matched with your Eve here. I mean, that's an Adam and Eve double bottom. And it's actually basically almost a triple bottom in a bit of a way there. It got very, 1, 2, 3. Now, nothing's guaranteed in trading, but falling wedges break up 60% of the time. And that's an Adam and Eve. That suggests that we're going to get basically 90% of the time these break up the measured move. So this says 9 out of 10 times you're going to see, if you replayed this in multiple realities, this would go to, Bitcoin would go to 105, 106,000. You see what I'm saying? There's a little bit of resistance. We can call it right there. Resistance, those little shoulders. But yeah, and if you can get above that point of control at 97,000, 97, boom. So it's the gateway 97.2. And then BOOKMAP is telling us that we could liquidate all the way up to 99,000. Now, it could be spoofing. You never know. But right now, there's a chance we short squeeze up to 99K. So I'm seeing a triple bottom. I'm seeing a falling wedge that broke out. Let's be real. You bring this down. Resistance. Almost looked like it bullishly. You could almost say it broke out, retested there, and continued up. It's above the daily, the 200 MA on the 15. It's above the 200 MA on the 1 hour. It just needs to crack the 200 MA on the 4-hour time frame to continue to be bullish. So here's what I say, and this is what I talked about to the trading group. And I made a scalp since then, but now I am out of the trade since a bigger long-term trade I'm looking at. But no scalps right now on the small time frames. If I do make one, we may make one together here on the live. Right now, I'm watching this 1 hour time frame. Again, what would wreck this whole idea is if we continue to dump and we lose the 200 MA on the 1 hour time frame. If we do that, it's sayonara, senorita, and my whole bullish idea is gone. All right, so that's simple. You see 2 or 3 candles close below this yellow line, not a good look. However, if in 6 hours, 5 hours, between 4 and 8 hours, I don't know. I'm not a psychic. I'm just a probabilityist. Probabilityist. I wanted to make that word up, but I'm just, a technical analyst who bases his entire show on probabilities. So the idea is we get a bounce here somehow the stochastic does reset. But when we reset, we stay inside the pattern, you know? Or do we get this move further to the downside here and hit some type of local fib? I'm open-minded to that as well, but it's a tougher road there down at that 618 at 94.6. And then we would lose this previous resistance. We want this resistance to remain as support. We want to SR flip this area here at 96,000, 96.2, and we want to consolidate. Now, in 2 seconds, this could start to dump and end this whole game, or this could wake up, you know. But I'd like to give it a few hours to see what happens. 5 hours from now, we're either going to be, you know, slightly like this or slightly like that. Either way, we can reassess the situation. So far, Bitcoin is slumping to the downside. If we look at the smaller time frames now, which I have a 1 minute open, what we can see, and I'm going to bring it down for you here on the perpetual, what we can see now is that we've lost the 200 MA on the 1 minute time frame. Almost made what slightly looks like an Adam and Eve here too. Even a bit of a head and shoulder pattern that could dump, right? Again, it's small time frames. I wouldn't put too much faith on it. It's a Thursday, low volume after unemployment, which brings me to the segue of the show where we kind of break down what happened on the week. Remember, on the weekly candle close, I was telling you to be very, very watchful of Thursday morning at 8:30. We went over this. We went over this Monday too as well, but and I said write this down and we get ready for the week ahead. Every single Sunday night I do the weekly candle close. And as funny as it is when I go close and you know, but it's a serious too because we go over exactly what we're going to see for the week. And that's when you should kind of write things down on your calendar, because what happens if you don't write them down, you wake up one morning, something happens in your house, your kid do something, you're running, and then you see a trade. Oh, I want to take that trade. And because of all the things that happen in your life, you know, one day my pool stopped working for something, you know, and I fixed it, but it was, you know, it didn't work as regular. So I'm looking at it thinking, oh man, now I got to call my wife, you know, it throws you off. Again, it's just a pool. I'm not trying to, but I'm just saying something, I'm just thinking of something that happened recently. I fell in the trash and, you know, the whole story there. But the point is, something happens that throws you off in your regular life. And you run right to the computer and you see an awesome setup and you take it. But what happened is you completely forgot about unemployment and you got rocked. I'm not saying that happened to someone, but it can. The idea is to go to the weekly screen share, the weekly closing with me, the weekly candle close. And number two, weekly screen share as well every Thursday night. But number two is also, you know, unemployment claims. You know, to understand and write this down and know. So you'd have like a sticky on your desk. Unemployment claims Thursday, 8:30. I like having stickies on the monitors. Everyone says put it in Siri. I do all this other stuff, but stickies on the monitors to me is what really gets it done. I put a sticky on the monitor and there's just no way I can't get it done. It stays right there until I see it and I get it done. But anyway, unemployment claims came in at 211,000, well below the forecast and well below the previous. So less people claiming unemployment, more people going to work right at the end of the year, you know, at the beginning of the year, January 2nd. Great way to kind of start off the year there. And that's good for inflation because you want them to continue to cut rates for BTC. If they're cutting rates and that continues to go up, then they may, you know, they may raise the rate, you know what I mean? Or maybe do nothing. And so it puts you in this bind. So we need the fairy tale of whatever they're trying to, you know, feed us. Because, you know, do I believe in all this? Yes and no to an extent. But the key is we know. So here's the deal. There'll be no rate hike. All right. They're going to keep it flat, which is kind of like a nothing burger. All right. For the January 29th Fed meeting, which is, you know, so the current, yeah, and it says they'll keep it current, which is a bit, you know, you want rate cuts, but again, it's better than a rate hike, all right, that they keep it flat. Bitcoin holding 96,300. It's really a key area there that we just kind of, we definitely identified. So this is what I would say. I would watch Bitcoin for the next 4 to 6 hours. There may be scalps of the smaller time frame. If I see them, we could take advantage. But it's a Wednesday. with unemployment, after banking holidays, you know, I wouldn't force trades again. And I know I've been saying that for a while. And I know today we made some gains. And you're like, oh, but you made gains. But I scalped and I even said, be careful. And it was in and out. And my positions were small. I racked up about $400 in gains. And that might be all I need for the day. You know what I mean? Got my adrenaline pumping. Got me in and out of the market. I stuck to a lot of my models and I played a model. 1 hour broke above the 200 MA. And we also, that's a model of mine right there. So last night before I went to bed, right when this candle opened, I opened up a trade with a stop below here and I went to sleep. I woke up and I sold it as this candle kind of play games. Then I got into a little scalp with that pump. And there you have it, right? And then I just cut off a trade for a $40, what is that? Let me see, a $53 loss. So I won 4 trades. I lost 1 for $50. So it was a good morning. And Bitcoin getting that pump back to 96,004. All right. And I'm holding a bigger trade basically on the idea that this Adam and Eve will play out to the upside. So far, so good for BTC. Only in this, you know, the strange flag that we found, it all, you know. And if you take algorithmic wick to wick, if I bring this up, you can see the wick was right there. That wick's right there. And you'd say, wow, right? It basically is calling you, telling you going to 98K, right? So, and then BOOKMAP sneakily hiding some liquidity above us there, up to 99,000 with a big red there. It's the closest red. You usually go to the closest red. So that's the darkest, closest red. It doesn't mean it's the biggest. The biggest one is down here, but it's not. It's so much further away. So they may want to play cleanup, come up here before they come back down again. But right now, you have to take into account, ooh, Bitcoin getting a dump now out of nowhere. Isn't that crazy? They bring it up before they bring it down. And so why I make this is called a twisted sister, because I don't know what it's going to do. But if it makes a, you know, more of a red dump, then the more chance it's doing this, you see. Sad to say if it goes, you know, if it just continues, but it would be nice if we get a wick here. It still could be making the lateral flag. We don't know yet. But man, bearish engulfing immediately after, and just be careful. Unemployment, a lot of ups and downs today. There's and again, I think they just shredded the order book pretty nicely. So now the order book's even thinner than it was. They definitely wrecked a lot of people. For sure. I could tell, because usually when I'm scalping small like that and they're moving the price action all around, I remember the old me didn't have the skills I have. So the old me would have gotten rocked right now. And I might have chased, got emotional, and they must have done that. There's got to be people that are really emotional right now on the wrong side of the trade, and they're chasing and they're all pissed, and now it's up, and because it went up and then it came down, you know, and they're all out of sorts. That's what happens to traders that don't have a model and trade with emotions. Your emotions get out of whack, and one time you're just off balance to the market now. That's what I learned. Like, this is what I love about trading right. And what I mean by trading, I call it trading right. And I kind of coined this term in my head the other day, but I never said it out loud to anybody, but it's called trading right. Trading right means that you stuck to your model, you weren't greedy, you got in, you got out. Even though it went higher, you were happy. You didn't beat yourself up. You didn't say woulda, coulda, shoulda. You traded right. You got in, you got out, you executed, you nailed it. No BS. You traded right. When you trade right, you can go off to lunch now and enjoy yourself. You can look over the ocean and say, I traded right. My day's going well. I stayed disciplined. Thank you. When you don't trade right, and you could trade wrong once on that day, but learn to walk away. When you trade wrong and continue to trade wrong, that's when things go very, very bad. What is trading wrong as opposed to trading right? Trading wrong is saying, I'm getting in because I feel like I want to, because it's just going to go the way I want it to go, because I've lost so many that this one has to win. The gambler mentality. I've bet on the Giants. They're eventually gonna have to win now, right? I made an independent film. The writer was a degenerate gambler, and he wrote a film about his degenerate gambling. He did. You can look the film up. It's called Retribution. I think it can be bought on Amazon or something. It's a very low budget independent film that I was also in one scene. the thing about it is, okay, from there, he said he's watching the game and he's like, I bet them both. And the guy's like, what do you mean? He goes, I bet both teams. And he's like, what do you mean you bet them both? You're out of your mind. He goes, I'm going to win one of these days. You know what I mean? So trading wrong, again, you jump on in because you want to. It doesn't go right. Usually when you do that, a $3,000 account loses about $400 to $500 in a few minutes. I've seen it happen. I've done it myself. You feel like you're going to do what you want. You don't wait for a model. There's no discipline involved. You're not waiting on the 200 cross. You haven't plotted out anything. You haven't mapped out the trade beforehand. Nothing has gone into the plan. You just decided you're going to get in because you feel that that's it. You watch a YouTuber who just made a long, so you're going to long too. Yeah, he's always right, so I'm going to be right with him. You know what I mean? No plan, no execution, no thought, no pre-plan. No pre-plan before the trade, just the trade. After that trade, there's a set of remorse, a set of pain, a nasty feeling inside. Usually you lose money pretty fast on trades like that. And usually, then you see a model that you kind of like, but it's like you fake it. And you're like, all right, that's it, yeah. And then you go in again. Usually you'll lose more the second time, or at least the same or more. So if you lost 5 the first time, you'll lose like 800 the second time. Now your $3,000 account is down to 18. And then when you see the 18, the cortisol begins to build inside the brain. Cortisol is a stress hormone that gets released. You get kind of like a sweaty feeling on the brim. If you have a wife or someone you know that's in the next room and they're coming in and out and talking to you and you don't want them to see the loss, the stress is way higher. All right. If you're alone, sometimes the stress is similar, but it depends. And now you're like, So now what you do is you hunker down and decide you're going to use the whole position now. And you just need to make like $800 back to feel better. This person usually then loses another $800. And either they walk away at the $1,200 or they chew it down to zero. This is going to happen to someone probably today, tomorrow, and to many, many people, especially people who trade leverage. I highly suggest you do not touch leverage or trade leverage unless you've been trading for a while, have a mentor, have a plan, or have demo traded leverage for at least a month or two. You have a few hundred demo trades under your belt. What is demo trading leverage? Demo trading leverage is using a leverage account's demo money and not your own. They have a demo account which you can use that's not your money. Okay? On weeks, they have a beautiful one right here. It's under futures demo. Right there. You click that button and you can trade with $50,000 of their money. Now, it's not don't be like gung-ho, you want to treat it as real money. You want to really put effort and discipline into it. I don't know if you ever played a video game that you didn't get paid to play. Like we have like the old Mario Brothers, and it doesn't really matter, but me and my daughter still want to beat the level, and there's still this adrenaline rush when I do beat it. And I'd like to get better at it. I'm not going to, at this point in my life, like I'm a trader, but you know what I got to make a metaphor here. But the point of the story is you got to stick to it, right? And so you should treat your demo account like the greatest video game of your life. Like if you can pass the test, man. And I got to do something. If you can show me like growth in a demo account, there's got to be a reward or something, because that will reward people to demo trade. And I'd really want to reward people to demo. Number one, I've opened up a short when I should have opened up a long, or I've double clicked the wrong button when I just came to the computer fast. When I first started leverage trading, there were some simple mistakes I made that had nothing to do with my trading. Like I actually had the trade down. My TA was spot on. I just made mistakes with the way I made the buttons, the way I made the trade. I did something and it hurt. And I lost some money because of it. So I'd rather you do that on a demo account. Also, there's an adrenaline rush to how fast things move when you're doing that type of trade. Bitcoin getting a nice bounce here to 96,600. And I'm telling you, I see some bigger moves possibly coming here for BTC. I really do. I'm in a monster long. We'll see where it goes. 1,000 for 5,000. And I want to take this puppy back to like 108K if we can. I'd love to see this 1 hour make a beautiful flag here 6 hours from now. The parabola just boom. And it's starting to build a bit of a parabola here. Remember the last time I said this, we did exactly this. We parabolaed our way out all the way back to $105,000. Why can't it? We came down, we came out. Flip it upside down. I mean, that's a double top. I mean, would you want, you know what I mean? Wouldn't you short the heck out of that? And then it's going to make a bear flag, a dump. Possibly make an inverted cup and handle. Either one looks dumpy, right? I'm just saying, how do you flip the chart upside down, Sammy? Alt-I. I know you want to know. It's Alt-I. It gives you a new perspective. It makes you think about it differently. You're like, wait, I never saw it that way. I know you didn't. That's why I'm teaching you. This blew my mind, so I knew it would blow yours, and it's changed the way I looked at the markets for the rest of my life. When I see the charts that I flip Alt-I, it's spot on. Today is TA teaching at its best. We're going to rock your socks off here. 2,400 beautiful souls on the live, 500 likes. We're back in action. Everybody's back. You guys took your breaks, but you're back. Our biggest stream since the break. And I never took a day off. I know a few of you may have, but that's okay. I expect everybody to. I'm a bot who runs on some type of strange, soul energy. So I don't need sleep. I'm so stupid. I love you guys, though, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Your steadfast nature, your ability to push, and everyone here is a miracle. I thought about it, and I've thought about it many times, and I've said it before, but every single person here, your parents met, and no one here is the same parent, so we're all unique. It took the entire universe to get created, expand, and explode, all the particles to come apart, the earth, and everything for your parents to meet and to have you. There will never be another you in the history of these billion years. Isn't that insane? I mean, we may be blips in the radar, but we're fascinating miracles, each and every one of us. And there will never be another one of each and every one of us. Our uniqueness is our beauty. All right? What makes a coin special? Because it's not like all the other ones. There's something special about a certain coin that you want to research, you want to get into. People are special. People are different. The more people you meet, the more fascinated you will become by the different personalities and the different types of people that are out there in the world. All the different professions, all the different ways you could have went in your life, right? And you came here to the stream. So God bless you for being here. And thank you so much. And we'll continue to push forward every single day. We're going to do some deep diving. Around 11, this show switches from Bitcoin to altcoins. And we're going to have a blast. We're going to talk about Ethereum. We're going to look at your super chats if you have them. And we're going to take a look at the fan funding, have a blast. We're going to read more of the chat, and we're going to break it down. And the show is just as much as about you guys as it is about the technical analysis here. So keep pumping the chat, keep talking. I keep reading. I want to be a part of this awesome sauceum. I work so hard, everyone. I don't get to socialize a lot. So as corny as it sounds, this time right now is a really big time for me to socialize with so many people around the world. Because I have time for my family, my kids, and the trading group, and I got to find them gains. Speaking of which, why would you join the trading group, and how could you do that? Well, just in the last 4 or 5 days, I did not take any days off. You go to CryptoLifer.com and hit the link right here, which would take you to my beautiful website. There you can subscribe, all right, to a monthly, a quarterly, or an annual subscription. It's less than $3 a day. And my mind is hyperactive. I don't take a day off, and I'm always searching, always looking, always finding the next new narrative and something that could come your way and teach you something that'll blow your mind. So take a look. In the last 3 to 4 days alone, I looked at Griffin on the pullback. It was one of the hottest coins. On my mom's birthday, I put it out, and it pumped for over 100% gains. Griffin on Sol. We saw AIXPT consolidating. We knew there was big things coming for it. It came up, it retested, and it was gone like Donkey Kong to the upside. But since I put it out there, even at the bottom of the channel, the thing ripped up 147%. I even gave a short call there for Bitcoin on the 30th. Sad to say I didn't want to, but we did. All right. On top of that, we got virtual booming to the upside for 42. I think might have even gone up a little bit more. And Tank, AI Agent Tank, and the inverted head and shoulder play it out exactly as it should for 79%. Bro on virtual is given by Crypto Billy on the live. I went over it, put it in the ascending triangle. It boomed for 109% gains. And then the BTC call this morning that we called last night, that ripped to the upside around 11 p.m. I'm up late giving those calls. So those are the gains we've had in the last 4 days, man. Now, that's not like in a month. That's in the last 4 days, 3 to 4 days. When most people took days off, I was grinding And you can imagine the gains we're going to find when like the market's out of control and I'm in heavy grind mode and there's big volume and it's a regular trading week. Never mind the end of the year, which is supposed to be the worst. And we still showed you how to find them gains because they were there. Never mind Onyx and TEMA, never mind TEMA and Phoenix that both 10x'd in the last week, 2 weeks. And we gave a lot of awesome calls. Let's talk about Alchemist AI booming to the upside. ALCH, shout out to my man Khan, banging on him to the upside. All right. And again, I am not a one-man team. There's so many people in the trading group that help. And look, this coin's hot to me, Alchemist AI. I bought it right there at first. We were up massively nice when it started. Then they had me down. Now I'm back up, baby. And this thing could head to a billion, that $1 billion market cap. All right, at least to that $500 million. And see that giant inverted head and shoulder there? The TA and these things play out like so beautifully. Sometimes it's what I call estranged, meaning it's like a little awkward, but it's there. Look, that's a cup and handle too as well. And then boom, I mean, shabby cup and handy to the upside. And then it blasts, right? Probably a little bit of a pullback, but make sure it just doesn't lose this key resistance at 15 or support. And look for a flag, but this thing is hot. Alchemist AI, and I'm going to keep riding it till the wheels fall off, baby. And there was just huge pumps. You know, Virtuals on Bro had a nice pump. Coming back a little bit, but Bro, man, this is Nerebros, right? BROT was that Minecraft coin that just keeps doing damage. Came back for the double bottom. Now it looks like it could be doing what's called the double, you know, the cup and handle too, see? This is like an AI agent that just plays Minecraft all day long. Little kids like it. They could tell their friends and buy it. You never know. Could be a shoulder, head right shoulder there. But that's a cup and handle with the double bottom there. Wouldn't be surprised if that thing decides to flip, you know? And again, that's just me trading TA. As much as I'm trading a meme there. And it's not even a meme. These things actually do stuff. I find these far more interesting than memes. And I shouldn't say that because I might start a trend of everyone else saying that. And then next thing you know, people won't be happy with their meme coin positions. But 618 Fibonacci bounce. I mean, it's textbook. This stuff is amazing how it works out. The TA plays out on a shady Bitcoin up and down on a tiny meme with $4 million market cap, and it's still bouncing off the 618 fib. Again, this could go to zero. I don't own any of this. I want to make that really clear. I just like speculating and looking how I'm teaching you how technical analysis can be put on almost any asset in the world, and you can kind of see it for what it is. Minimal indicators too as well. So we want to see this. Come on, keep coming on down, make your curve. You know, RSI, maybe, you know, and let's just, you know, if we went side, even better, but, you know, I'll take the flag. Just don't lose the 2 to the May on the 1 hour. That's all. And I'd like to see this support and resistance hold at about 95.9, right? Be nice if this wick kind of holds us down right there. I'm going to put a J right there. J is, Alt J, just, it'll put the line wherever you are. So if I'm right here, it'll stop right there. Look, Alt J, see? If I'm right here, it'll stop right there. Alt H will put the line throughout the entire area. But I just want to focus on this. I don't want to add too much, you know, noise onto the charts, you see? So I just hit Alt J so I can kind of match my point, see what we're doing there, and stay, you know, stay fresh. God bless you all. Hope you all got what you wanted for Christmas. Did everyone get what you wanted for Christmas? Did you? I did. My kids were awesome. They were well behaved. Everybody was healthy. We ended the year healthy. You know, no crazy health scares. To me, that's a Christmas gift for a dad. 3 beautiful children and nothing crazy going on. All right. So, you know, blessings on blessings. I looked at HOSKY yesterday. It looked interesting to me. With Cardano starting to rip, I would start to look at the Cardano memes that are next in line. And this kind of has that shoulder, head, right shoulder. Very similar to that looks very similar to Tank, Agent Tank. You know, I'll show you what I mean. It had like this, like just an elongated right shoulder. You see, like, you know, this one was even a little more there, but Agent Tank, yeah, had that elongated right shoulder before it did start to break out. I'd watch HOSKY, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Cardano ecosystem really starts to come alive in the next 2 weeks and HOSKY takes off. I don't own any at all, I'm just doing some speculation. I like to speculate live here and talk about it. Soil, the most low cap RWA that's probably in the game. If you believe in RWA and you really want to, like, you know, possibly capitalize, Soil might be something you want to pay attention to. To me, it's almost too low cap for me. I didn't touch it, but some people think I'm missing out. So you want to might do your own real little bit of a research there. It has this cup and handle vibe, and it's just very RWA, right? That right now is kind of getting blown out by AI agents. I mean, it's a funner sector when you think about it. It has more like, if you think of like casinos and bright lights, you think of AI agents, you know, like making new stuff, moving at the speed of light and all, you know, just my mind sees this like crazy little ecosystem bouncing all around in my head. Like sugar plum fairies bouncing in my mind. So you guys know where I stand with BTC. If we lose the 200 MA on the 1 hour time frame, I'm going to start looking for shorts or just even saying that this ain't happening, maybe, you know. But I see this Adam and Eve double bottom that's formed. It looks absolutely robust and strong. We can get rid of the moving averages for now and just really take a look. I'm going to get rid of this. We didn't, you know, that was for example purposes. And this previous resistance, can we hold the support? Do we come back down to the fib there at 94.5? I'd like it if we bounce here. And so I'm looking for the 1 hour to make some type of consolidative pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, be basically between 3 and 8 hours and start to pump. And I'm, you know, my TA is predicting that that's an Adam and Eve double bottom that 90% of the time breaks up the length of the neckline to the middle of the bowl. And then you bring this back to the neckline, and it just suggests we're going somewhere to $105,000. And again, I could be wrong. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance, but that's what the probabilities are telling me. So I'm willing to go and put my reputation on the line, my show on the line, my channel on the line, and let you know that that's likely what I see happening for BTC. I don't know what's going to happen, but that looks very likely to me. And again, I could be very, very wrong, devastatingly wrong, to the point where people laugh at me. But I'm also willing to put myself out there every single day, 365. And so I put that out there, and I say that because I've learned I studied successful people, and they put themselves out there. They didn't mind if they won or lost. People respected them for their vulnerability and their ability to push forward. That was really what their legacy really stood for. You know, again, you want to win more than you lose. It's kind of part of being successful, but you know, you can't be a loser. But, you know, the point is, you're not always going to win. Nobody's going to win. Not the greatest golfers have missed a chip, man. It just happens. And you can repeat that to yourself. The greatest golfers have missed a chip. That's a fact, which is crazy, right? Or some of the easiest putts. I don't care if they were the greatest golfer on earth. One day, something happened. The wind blew, a bird shit on their foot. You know, poop. Sorry, I shouldn't say, but you know what I mean. I never meant to swear, but a bird pooped on their foot, you know. No one calls it bird poop, though. You know what I mean? They always call it. I feel like it's not even a swear, but apologize for the profanity. Never meant to tarnish myself here at the beginning of the year. You know, if you look at the smaller time frames now, they're breaking down. That's a head and shoulder pattern that looks pretty iffy, right? I wouldn't put too much into the smaller time frames. They're up and down today, but I mean, that's a head and shoulder. Looks like it's going to head to 94.5, right? And kind of end my little theory here. Altcoin's starting to pull back a little bit too after that nice run up last night. I mean, that was a beautiful run up. Short squeezing them. And so the more this starts to fall, the more you pull this away. See, when we were green there was a chance there, but now you have to say, nah, it's more making this falling wedge now. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's just something that we have to deal with now. It is what it is. That could head all the way to 101.4 if we can get the move. And again, previous support is resistance. Can we get this SR flip? And what you would see right now, if you're going to get the SR flip, you'll see the 7-minute and the 15-minute pinned, and the stochastics wanting to turn. Not pinned enough. a little bit, but not pinned enough. 5 minutes slightly, but look, definitely a shoulder, a head, kind of right shoulder. And if you kind of really get into the nitty gritty there, you get some descending triangle vibes. A little falling wedge though. Again, small time frames. That's why right now I'm trading the 1 hour with a stop below the 200 MA. If we lose that, I'm out. If we stay above it, I'm in. And I'm really like not putting too much weight into anything else. And again, that's how I would play it. You do you. Just and why? Because I would stay off smaller time frames on low volume. It's simple. All right. Odds of you getting, hit when you run across the street, so to speak, as a metaphor, are high as a trader today, because there's just less pickings out. You're going to be easier to spot on the order book than normal. So in and out. Look, I mean, you got to see that as a head and shoulder pattern. That will take it a 94.5. Doesn't mean it's going to happen for sure. I'd love to see us get a bounce. Technically, even if we could be bearish, we could get this bounce like this. I like to see us make the flag in the next 4 or 5 hours. And that's Bitcoin in a bit of a nutshell. All right, now we're going to look at total 3, the entire market cap of all of the cryptocurrencies, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. Last time I looked at it, we had this line, and I said, man, if we don't hold this trend line, we're going to bounce down. Then we need to desperately hold this big level. That's going to be like a key area. If not, we bounce right back down to this node at 750. So far, we've held above, that $950 billion market cap. And look, we have a little bit of a bounce here on these altcoins. To me, they broke out of a falling wedge that started on December 7th. So a month of pullback. Really, we've had some pumps for the alts, but the overall alt market has pulled back. Funny, I don't know, does this bring in virtuals, or is it, I don't know, but this may need to be readjusted. The idea here, though, is I'm seeing the shoulder, head, and right shoulder on almost every coin. A slanted, downtrending, drunken. I call it a slanted, downtrended, drunken, inverted head and shoulder. A slanted, downtrended, drunken, inverted head and shoulder. Say that 10 times fast. A slanted, downtrended, drunken, inverted head and shoulder. And it looks like it's likely moving to the upside. It breached the trend. I love when a 1 month trend is breached. It could create a nice move. So what we're looking for is for Bitcoin to hold here and to get this bounce and then consolidate for, if we consolidate it for the next month, half a month, I mean, that would be so strong. And then we take off in March for a pump. It's so crazy. And then it says we hit a high around May 1st, 2nd. And again, sell in May and go away. It's like, every time I don't sell in May, I regretted it so horribly. And back to 990 billion there for BTC for the total market cap and all. So we want to see we get that bounce. Important that we get the bounce. Bitcoin hugging 96.3, which is important now we don't lose 96,000. And I'm willing to hold and see where we go here. I wouldn't trade the small time frames or get too caught up in them. I usually love them and I'm all over them. The volume's not great. You had a banking holiday and unemployment. You have to put all that together. And I know I've said it over and over again, but I got to continue to remind the beginners. They seem to forget and want to go gung-ho, right? And you got to, hey, let's chill back. Shout out to everybody here. Let's get the likes up to the watchers on this beautiful second day of the year. We're right back into it like we never missed a day because we never did. All right? Hey. And we're going to continue to pump every single day here. 85,000 subs and counting, on our way to 100,000 subscribers. You guys got me this far. Can you continue to push? It's each and every one of you that have gotten me this far. Think about it. If you didn't show up every day, I wouldn't have the people watching. I wouldn't have the stream. I wouldn't have the channel. I know where my bread is buttered. It's each and every one of you. Thank you so much for the love. Shout out to all your families that support you in cryptocurrency. Because of them, you come to the show. Shout out to everyone that's learned something with me. I love you all, and I thank you all for being here. And you're all blessed for being amazing people. As I said before, each and every one of you is a miracle, including me. There's never been another one of us again. Each and every one of us, man. Our parents met and created our, our being, and it took the entire universe to create our being, right? So here we are with this flag that could break back to the upside for Bitcoin dominance. You kind of want Bitcoin dominance to come back, and so, watch your alts. It's not alt season just yet, as far as I'm concerned. It's virtual season. It doesn't care. And virtual season, I guess, is alt season, but virtual is doing something completely different. It's something we've never seen. It's basically an engineered digital takeover of our entire industry by AI. It's kind of scary. It kind of isn't a microcosm of what could happen in the bigger framework of time and space to the human race? Or am I completely wrong here? I don't know. Anyone? You guys are making some type of equation there, or am I just am I pushing it too far? Well, you got crypto. It never had AI in it. We never had AI agents or things that could make themselves into themselves and then rework themselves and use the internet. Some of these AI agents I'm hearing can put out they can ask for someone to help them, and they could put out favor requests, and human beings can answer them never knowing that it's an AI agent. And they'll work with the person thinking it's a person. How many people are working for AI? You see what I'm saying? So not pushing it. You're all good. Preach it, Sam. So now all these AIs have taken over the space. And look at, if you go to Cookie in the last week, well, no one was paying attention because everyone took the time off, right? Because human beings take time off, but AI didn't. So in the last week, the AI agents took another $6 billion in market cap. I mean, that's insane, guys. AI 16Z is at 2.7 billion. We remember when it first came out, I thought it was just a little me. Virtual was at 6.6 billion. It was just at 2 billion. Okay? It's a big deal. And it's getting bigger. We got Vader AI, Alchemist AI, Cookie, Griffin, the big ones winning. All right? Trisig is on my radar now. Looking for that pullback. All right, competing with AIXBT. Even AIXBT said Trisig was good, which is interesting, right? They can't lie about themselves because they're AI. Polytrader AI looks like a nice one at $17 million market cap. For the week, it's up 170%. And I mean, you bet on the winning horse. This is a winning horse. You can see money flowing into this fast and furiously. I do see virtual getting a little high with some bearish div on the daily. So there got to be a pullback at one point. I mean, it's up 69% in 7 days. So while the whole world took the week off, everyone went skiing, everyone went up to, everyone did something. Even I went to the beach a couple times or took my family to museums and attempted to take like 4 hours away from the charts. I think a couple days I took 6 hours away. I was able to achieve 6 hours off of the chart, right? But man, during that time, they slid in. And again, I was putting out these coins because I could tell something was happening. And I kept preaching. I said all week, man, virtuals is taking over. And I'm saying it again here. And I just want you to, and again, some people say, I missed the narrative. But the narrative's just beginning. Look at this Tensorium AI at a $12 million market cap. And again, not everything, some things you throw some money at ain't going to work. You never know. But man, this is pretty crazy what's happening here on Cookie.fun. And the Cookie coin ripping because people are going to Cookie.fun every dang day. There's just so much happening in this space, and it's overwhelming at times. But it's also beautiful and reminds you that there's so much opportunity. This didn't even exist like 3 months ago. October, virtuals was 3 cents and nobody knew about it. Now this is a budding ecosystem with 843 AI agents. Pretty interesting. All right. Bitcoin holding 96.5, 92, 96,600. And remember that liquidity above us. And so I'm betting on that liquidity getting flattened and me making a nice little gain in the next couple of days, if not by tonight. You never know. I got a big trade open on Weeks and we'll see where it goes. If you want to sign up to Weeks, a demo trade to learn or understand or even have access to the spot coins, go to Weeks right here, hit the support on Weeks and register. And I do get a commission. I greatly appreciate that if you sign up to Weeks. God bless everybody here on the channel. And thank you so much for jumping on into the live. All right, so let's look at virtual now on the TA. Someone asked, I see Tank likely retesting that 18-cent region. That's an AI agent too as well. Then you got AI agents on Solana. Then you got AI agents that are coming out on some, on other chains too. So virtual is boomed to the upside. I see it going to 557. I still have this out, so we can always go back to that call. I'm going to delete it now. I'm not, and it's still ripping. What you want to see now is Bitcoin gets the bounce. Virtual does too. And if virtual gets the bounce, the 21-day moving average comes into tow. And then virtual continues to pump to 675. I don't see how virtual doesn't get to $20 and more. I mean, what if it gets to $100 billion market cap? What's stopping it? We've never seen anything like this. It's it's overwhelming at one point. Like, what if it makes trillionaires? Who knows? You rode the wave of an AI bot, technically. It's a wonder story. I would watch virtuals just like this here. And again, I could be wrong and it may dump. I'd much rather a dump so it can kind of reset nicely. But if this thing goes sideways, another 482 buy up to 674. And I just like swinging this coin too. Putting 10 to 20, 30 grand at a time, swinging it for a couple of days, getting out. You don't even have to be all in on these. And, so I speculate on the small coins and I swing trade virtual. Because it looks like it's going to continue to rip. And that's been my play. And it's been awesome. We've been giving virtual since down here. Every single flag. When I first gave it, we saw it here. We saw it on October 10th, I started talking about it. That's when I can first see October 20th, right there, around 12 cents is my first post about it. It was 12 cents in the trading group. All right. I think KOLIN's going to be huge. I put $4 grand into KOLIN when it was tiny, around $10 million market cap. I saw too many people make too much money, so I speculated for months. I watched all the different in and outs of AI agents. I've been spending 3 to 4 hours a night, everybody, researching AI agents or more for my trading group. Like an insane man. Like I'm not going to say I almost killed myself, but the month of December, I went insane. Because I had to find all the hot setups. I had to stay on point with leverage trading BTC. And then I had to find every single AI agent known to man and make sure I knew what was up with the next new narrative. And I did, we did a really good job. But I put a lot on my head to do that. And we nailed it. Dude, Bitcoin getting back above the 200 MA on the 1 minuto. And that's my signal, baby. That's my signal that they could long again. Look at that. Look for my 5 minute, and you're still above that. And look, that's a double bottom. You see it? So you could even just be like, again, I'm in a huge long right now. I don't even need to position myself crazier because I'm already taking heavy risk here. This long's been up 300, down 300, up. Now it's up $50 again. But what I'm doing is I've just got a stop loss a little bit below the 200, and I'm in now. And I said, as long as the 21 touches and we go sideways, there's a good chance that this 1 hour could bump it. And I said, I like the daily. And I said, the daily might just take off. And I said, the old me would make too many flags and try to do it all. So I said, you know what? This new year, I said, I'm just going to get in here with give myself a buffer zone away from the 200. I said, Sam, it doesn't matter what happens. Look at the logic I had here and see if you can kind of bear with me here on this. And again, I could still lose the trade. But the logic was this, is that I figured out all these nuances and all the ups and downs. And I know that they're probably going to do something like this or something like that, but I don't know exactly. And there's going to be some stops and they're going to go up and down. I said, so give yourself a broader range. I said, if the 21 crosses, you're good to go. I said, so give yourself a broader range and just play what you know is the most likely scenario and let it rip. And so that's how, I'm more relaxed on this play here. It is a strategy. I don't know if you've noticed it, but it's I can't explain it. I'm broadening outside of the strategy. I'm letting the strategy breathe, if that makes any sense. It's an interesting concept there, an idea. Anyway, if you've been watching me for a long time, that might make sense. If it doesn't, you'll be like, what is he saying? But that's okay. I get it. Funny, income, the super chats right at 11. People know it's super chat time. Time to wear Sammy down. No, I'm just joking. Happy New Year, everybody. Just finished filling my bags with TEMA. and KOVU. Amazing communities, exciting news next week, an incredible last opportunity dips. Bull should see new all-time highs within 10 days easy, already a 5x. Cartman McGee. And yeah, TEMA was a 10x when we first looked at it, and it looks like more is coming for TEMA. Happy New Year, lifers. Can we check out H-bar, please? Looks very similar to XRP. Let's take a look at TEMA and XRP. And shout out to you, my good friends. And God bless all your good fortunes this year in 2025. May more come your way. Wow, TEMA took a bit of a beat down. All right. We had that beautiful play. It hit the target at a 10x. Unknown coin. Might have been time to, I didn't ever buy TEMA, just to be honest. I just want to say that. And no one ever told me to put it out. Someone just had me retweet it, and then the TA I just kept finding TA that played out. I'm a TA guy. I'm addicted to TA. If I see TA that looks good, I got to see it. Like, my adrenaline rush comes from TA. I'm like, oh, hot TA. Yeah, baby, yeah. 97K Bitcoin back on track here. I got the Bitcoin tie on for a reason. We're ready for you, baby. Let's pump that music. Let's get a dance session going. You got to keep the vibrations up. You got to keep the vibrations, the frequency at the highest place possible, baby. We can't stop. We know we can't. Dance off, pants off. Shout out to everybody here. I love y'all. Oh, boom. Look at that. Big super chat. Bouncing the balls around of the jar. Explosion. Explosion out the jar, baby. Wow, Timothy. So there's a lot of TEMA lovers here. I mean, if you take it from the first high ever to impulse, it's just sitting at the 786 Fibonacci, which is a known retracement and a healthy place for a bit of a bounce. TEMA sitting at a $17.7 million market cap. And again, who knows? It's just fun to track the same coin for a long time and see what happens to it. I might even just throw like a tiny bit into it. Did I ever buy? I feel like I had to buy a tiny bit. Did I ever buy? I look at my Phantom wallet. I don't think I did. I got KOLIN in there, though. You can see I got my 4 racks of KOLIN. Wow, my AVA AI finally pumped. I've been holding AVA AI for a long time. My Alchemist Day. So if you had AI agents, you made gains. Like every single one of them went up last night and today. Like the AI agent world just ripped. Real World AI, Suki. There's my Pudgy Penguins. Scoutly AI didn't do nothing, man. Jin and the Cat never did nothing. Shoguth, nothing. Colby, nothing. There's some soul. Quantify AI, nothing. Hero, nothing. Steve will do it's going, nothing. So you can see some speculation there. And then Truth Terminal's name, Tim, that never did anything. That was speculation too. But wow, man, KOLIN. Let's see what happens with KOLIN. Ava AI and Alchemist AI. Those are my babies right there that could do damage. I like Bitcoin at 96,940. It's way better than 96,100, I'll tell you that. All right. Let's take a look at HBAR. Now, I got a call for HBAR in the trading group, so I'm not going to put it out, but I want you guys to know that it looks hot. I also have a call for XRP, but it looks hot. I'm just going to hold them back because they're in the trading group. So I love you, but I already have the setups just perfectly placed, and I appreciate the super chats. But those coins just look so poised and ready. And you got to join the group, man, if you want to see exactly how I'm looking at it. And we have a screenshot tonight. So jump on in. And I usually don't dangle. I give a lot out. But this new year, I'm going to be dangling. And I know my setups are stone cold, and everybody knows it around the market. I am famous for my setups. 97,170 for Bitcoin. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Trade of the green, starting to pump. We put, this is a bigger trade, $2,400 at 17x leverage. Let's go, baby. I mean, I'd say, let's go. Let's go. Morning, Lifer Jesus loves all. Can you check VELO, not VELO drone? Check daily and weekly if possible. We'll take a look at VELO finance. Yeah. Would you be so kind to look at Chainlink? What times do you stream to your private group for live trading? I don't live stream, but I'm always live trading all day, like in the trading group. And everyone's just kind of with me. And tonight we do a weekly screen share from about 8 to 9:30. It's going to be from 8 to 9:30, okay? Or 8 to 9:15, something like that. Just we have people over, family. And my wife likes to talk. You know, she likes to talk. I'm just messing around, but she does. No, but the daily looks absolutely beautiful for Chainlink. It looks like, you know, if I was going to load up on another big position, I loaded up 100 grand on Chainlink at around 11, between 10 and 11. And I believe Chainlink could do numbers here to the upside. So I'm looking for Chainlink to pump it up, baby, and do damage on its way to 46. And it will take some time. I wouldn't be surprised if it took to the end of February or March. But man, I see Chainlink bouncing and bouncing strong. Look at the daily. Look at the hidden bullish divergence as this swings down, but this swings up strong. That's called hidden bullish divergence. Tells you that the trend will continue to the upside 90% of the time. The thing is, they only give this to people that have been in trading for a long time, because if you've been in trading for 5 years, you usually start to see hidden bullish a lot. And after 10 years, you're really good at it. And it's kind of like, you know what I mean? Again, you can know it and use it, but there's something about using it. It's like I can teach you how to bait a hook and how to fish. And you'll do it a couple times, but you know how to fish as compared to someone who fishes all the time and really throws that fish into that throws the hook into the water. No way. No way. So remember that 1 hour, I'm telling you, the lifer called along. I'm in along. It's been a while. We'll see what happens. Hidden bullish divergence here for BTC. And Chainlink looks like it's going to rip. And I just did the ripping sound to the pop. But Chainlink looks like it wants to rip to the upside and do some damage. Shout out to Capitalist Nomad for giving us that Chainlink. And God bless you, brother. And shout out to everyone here on the live. We love you all. We appreciate you. We care about you. And we're here pumping out the gains every single day, non-stop, baby. The AI agents have been ripping. And if you've missed out, you're getting FOMO. If you watch my trading, if you watch my show, you must have the worst FOMO. Like, if I didn't make money on AI agents right now, I'd be like, I'd have like, you know, I'd be caught up. I'd have FOMO for real, man. I'd be like, dang, man, this trading group, I got to join this group. Lifer, did I deep dive into virtuals? Is this something you see potentially getting into the top 10? I have early Solana vibes. Lifer, I did a deep dive into virtual. Is this something you see potentially? I have early, yeah. Oh, I mean, virtual is going to do big things. Yeah, it could be $200 a coin, man. It really could. Oh, yeah. It's moving fast. Things are working good. The AI agents, yeah. Colin is on one. Do your research. Shout out to Joel Espinoza. And I mean, we found Colin early. We found a lot of gems here, man. And I don't even like taking credit. I just like saying next. I'm just going to keep pushing every day and working really hard. And we'll be rewarded for our gains, baby, gains. Look, $200 in the live. And I gave this trade actually during the dippage. So you could have been up with me right now. Already 8% on weeks. Join weeks today. Referral code 86, baby. Hit that QR code. Make the gains with the lifers, man. At least get the knowledge and the education. Learn about the 200 MA. Learn about the 21. Tight moving averages. I teach class the last Saturday of every month. The class was amazing. We had 40 people in the class. 40 people were educated in 3 hours, and we keep spreading the knowledge around the world. Jump on into class today. Hit the QR code. I'll teach class again the last Saturday of January in a month from now, about 26 days or something. Jump on in today. Life Revision Trading Course. I'm going to give you a PowerPoint. I'm going to show you all the indicators that I use, every single thing of how I get in and out of a trade, my risk management, and more. All right, let's get those likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Chainlink looking absolutely lovely. And I'm in Chainlink for big money. It's the one. It's the one. You see how the music just like, you know, told us. That's it. It's time. That's it. That's it. All right, let's take a look at Colin. Back at $17 million market cap, but I'm in Colin. I like Colin. I saw it in this cup and handle. Since the cup and handle, it ripped up 100%. And I see it beginning to go to an all-time high and really starting. That dip was just an accumulation. And KOLIN, man, getting ready to do something big with the swarm. And the swarm's coming. And if you don't know what's going to happen when the swarm comes, I don't know. You better be careful. You know, you never want to truly retire, but if you want to plan for retirement, just in case, you could buy and sell cryptocurrency, gold and silver with your IRA. All right, on iTrust Capital. Link in the description or the QR code on the right side of the screen there. I believe that's your right side. It might be your left. I think it's your left, yeah, if I look at it. But anyway, this is where you can actually keep Bitcoin. I know a friend that wants to buy Bitcoin but doesn't want to custody. He's afraid of holding the seed phrase. They will custody it. You will have Bitcoin at iTrust Capital. And when you're done, they will send the Bitcoin to your hardware wallet when you're ready to close the account. You can buy and sell Bitcoin when prices are really low and take advantage of that. It's really awesome. So you can't, like the ETF of the weekend, if you have a dip, you can't buy the ETF, right? You have to wait for markets to be live, but here you can. So I believe it's better than the ETF, iTrust Capital. Also, shout out to Decrypted.tax. Do your taxes, get them done. I would start today. Schedule a free consultation. Say the lifer sent you. It's time to stop playing games. Stop living in fear. Just get the education. He's also a tax attorney. So client privilege right there. You know what I mean? You can take him on as your tax attorney. He'll help you out, man. Experts in cryptocurrency and DeFi tax preparation at Decrypted.tax. 22 for Chainlink, and Sammy loves seeing that when he got in around 11 for big gains. All right. Let's take a look here at the next super chat. KOVU is in a perfect buy zone. What are your thoughts? Exchange listings coming up. IBC Group partnership starting. KOVU. Red Siberian Husky, 1.9 million. We looked at it here, but it defied the 786. It just completely dumb. We could make the bigger idea that it's on the bigger fib now, I guess. And yeah, it's at the larger 786. I don't know. I don't have really faith to this. I don't know much about it. God, good luck to you and your team if it's you. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. And, you know, maybe this is the next one. Who knows? I don't know. I haven't bought in any. I don't know if I will. I'm more into AI agents at the moment, but you never know, man. God bless you and KOVU, man. Who knows? May it rip. Who knows? I don't know, though. I hope it's just not, a rugger. It probably isn't. I don't want to be rude, though. I'm just, Someone asked for LCX on Coinbase. And shout out to everyone that's giving right now. We got a lot of people here. We got Cartman McGee. We got Sean Z. We got Timothy. We got the Digital Citizen. How did we scalp the 15 minute? We just do, baby. Jonathan Rogers. Hi, Sam. After you join, what's next step? Thank God. After you join, the first thing is to go right into the watch first. So once you join, you go to the watch first, right? And you watch this video right here. And then you go to the read first. All right? And in the read first, there's a free course right there. It's like 30 minutes long. That's basically a condensed version of my beginner's course to get you going. So you can kind of have a handle of what's happening. You can set up your charts and like this really. By that time, it's been an hour or two. You're really ready to go. If you don't do the watch first and the read first, you're going to be missing out and you're going to be asking questions that everybody already knows. And you're going to look kind of like, I don't know, everyone's going to be like, all right, here we go. Someone that didn't watch the video. Everyone's going to know you didn't watch the video. So watch the videos. All right. Bitcoin ripping 97,300. I like it. I like it a lot. I remember 97.2 is weekly support. We close a weekly candle above 97.2. Sammy starts dancing that happy dance on the happy hat, baby. Dance on that hat, boy. Woo! I show you how we do it. Sammy joined. What's the next step? So I told you. Shout out to Jonathan Rogers. And we looked at Chainlink from my man Capitalist Nomad. Thank you for the $10 super chat. That's very, very generous of you. You didn't have to give and you did. That will come back to you tenfold. May God bless you for giving me $10. That's amazing. Morning lifer. Jesus loves us all. Can we check VELO? Not VELO Drone. Check the daily and the weekly if possible for Rebel Darkside AI. And let's take a look at VELO. At VELO. At VELOZO. Es VELO. VELO looking nice. The last time I looked at it, it was in this tight channel. Ripped to the upside. Suggested it was going to 4 cents. And it's all the way. Really hasn't done. Didn't go back. We looked at VELO right there. Remember the cup and handle that I gave right there? That was the entry right there for VELO. I believe. I got this photographic memory. Let me see here. I just want to I just like to show you how the TA plays out over time. Yeah, so I'm looking at VELO here, look. And we saw VELO back in this cup and handle about to break out. I could see it breaking out. Lo and behold, that entry right there at 1.4 is still in the money right now. Actually, it doubled up at 28, so it was a 14 entry right there. I had dipped a little bit, but never hit that stop loss. This thing continued to rip. And now VELO looks interesting. Let's show you what I see happening for VELO now. You can see the shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder, right? Right off the bat. An inverted head and shoulder for VELO. And what I see is a beautiful consolidation for VELO. Not to be confused with Velodrome. This is VELO Finance, a completely different coin or token. It's a different token. It's not the same token as the other token. You got to buy this token. Don't buy the other token. It ain't the right token. Token buy. Tokenite. Not the token. No, but so, and look, there's a bullish divvy there. I also like this falling wedge on the RSI. I've seen that bust out in the double hill there on the MACD. Something's brewing here. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing pumps to 5.5. I don't own any. Know nothing about the project. Don't know the team. Doesn't matter to me. My buddy doesn't have any. No one I know has any. I know someone I know was traded. I think my buddy Mario was traded. But that's it. When it comes to it, I mean, a bit of an ascending triangle looks like it's beginning to form, really. And I see a boss move coming for this. Looks like a really good place to load up at 28 before it doubles to 56. I could be wrong. It could go to 0. You never know. But, I mean, a lot of these setups that I put out play out very nicely. That's why the gains are on gains. On gains. And Bitcoin ripping to the upside. Our trade absolutely doing damage here. We've already made 400 on the day. We're up another 280. Today may be a $1,000 day, baby. I'm going to dance. I'm going to do the Donald Trump dance as I break my headphones and rip them out of the mixer. Have to put them back in just to be able to hear things again. What happened to the music? We ran it to the ground because we just keep dancing so much. And this is how you make gains here. I'm showing you how to make live gains. If you made this trade live in front of me, you could be up even more than me. I only used $2,000 at 17. Maybe you went even crazier. I'm not that crazy. I'm a softie when it comes to risk. I already made the gains, baby. 97,478 for Bitcoin. Pump it to the upside. Let's go, baby. And that's how we do it here. Shout out to everybody who's in gains. Put a 333 if you made live gains with the lifer. Never mind these super chats. They're fun too. We do so much. We service the public here more than any other channel in the world. We service the public more than any other channel in the world. We service the public more than any other channel in the world. 2 hours a day, 7 days a week, twice on the weekends, baby. Live trades, constant updates, where the market's going, showing you where we're actually moving, where the money is flowing in the altcoins, where the hottest narratives are and how they're forming, what is happening. This is the time to be here right now, baby. Let's go. Lemon water, working out, punching our gains out the face, baby. Shout out to each and every one of you. The energy is at its apogee. Actually and factually, there's a reason why 2,000 to 3,000 people come here every single day, baby. It ain't a joke. And I'm sorry if I can't contain myself, but I love what I do, and I'm motivated by what I do, and I'm rewarded by what I do, and I love each and every one of you for showing up every single day and pushing yourselves as hard as I push myself, because those are the people I want to be around. I don't want to be around the flakes. I don't want to be around the has-beens. I don't want to be around the what-ifs. I want to be around the doers that get it done, baby. And you guys get it done. You ladies get it done. Each and every one of you get it done. I love you all. God bless you all. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Nobody here is a has-been. You're all doers right now at the present moment in time. Do some push-ups right now. Let's go. Let's go. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't let this energy fade. Don't let this time disappear. It's 97,005. We're on our way to stay alive. We got this, baby. I need some water. I'm sweating in here. I can't take it. Almost swallowed an air bubble and just like completely passed out. Ever happened to you? Oof. I got it, but I caught it just in time. Now I'm like weary. 2025 is going to be life-changing for everyone in here. Check out DXAI by Virtuals, image scanning AI developed by doctors with 5 working agents. God bless you and yours. Another one by Christian Nelson. And I'm telling you, we have the smartest people here. They give us the smartest updates. Not only am I scanning, but other people are scanning too. I don't take all the credit here. I take credit for showing up every day. But so many beautiful people come to the stream and we see so much awesome stuff. You learn so much from me. You got a list of altcoins every single day you come here that you've never heard about. It's insane. It never ends. That's why I need like an organization assistant. 333 aka Crypto Viking. Thank you, Sam. Up 948 on the trade. God bless you, brother. God bless you. Are you bullish on ONDO? Price prediction, I am. I see ONDO going to $10, $12 at the very least. Best affordable place to buy AI agents. My demo can is up 200K now. Hey, there you go. Keep grinding. Make it important. Oh my gosh, and CryptoFace jumps on into the positive energy with the $50 super chat. Woo, woo, woo. Morning and happy new year. God bless you, man. We hit it again. We hit the long again, baby. To the upside. Blessing you, Sam. This playlist is open to the public. I love to jam out to it in the car. I mean, it's just a bunch of different coins that I grabbed from all over the place. It's Epidemic Sound, Deep House, but you know, I don't want it to get out there too much. Everyone always steals my ideas, man. Shout out to CryptoFace, man. Shout out to everybody out here on the live. Virtuals was never in the beginning. You're funny. Virtuals was never in the beginning was the where you're crazy. Yeah. We got legends in the house, man. Legends respect the lifer. I'm telling you, man. I respect him, man. We got a good vibe going. Life is good. Today is January 2nd, and we're starting to kick 2025. We're gonna kick it right. You know, we don't want to kick nothing, but you know, we're starting to we're putting our best foot forward. We're putting our best foot forward. Are you bullish on ONDO? I am. Price prediction up to 10, maybe even $20 a coin. Super chats, HBAR, SUIAI, LCX, AITECH, and POL, NIMBUS AI, ONDO, DXAI by Virtuals, ICP, and DOG. Man, I got my work cut out for me here. I said I wouldn't do HBAR because I already have a setup in the trading room for it. So I unfortunately am going to swing off of that one. All right. And it looks like this may go sideways all day. I may be able to trade it a couple times, honestly. But we'll see. First thing I'm going to look at here is SUIAI. And I got into SUIAI, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago. I just felt like AI agents were going to be hot. SUI is hot. How could I not get SUI on AI agents? And I figured it was going to be one of the hottest coins in the game, right? And I see this as an Adam and Eve double bottom on the daily, you see? That's on its way to 60 cents. And I'm in it. So again, you could say I'm shilling my bags. I guess I am, right? But I think the coin's hot, and I think it could do numbers. Yes, it came back to resistance, but look at that little flag, and I just see over time, just based on the name and based on the narrative alone, that SUIAI agents could go to 61 cents. Again, I could be completely wrong. It's very speculative. Don't hate me if it goes to zero. All right, it is what it is. I don't win every single thing I put my money into. That's a fact. I speculate on a lot of things. Everything is pumping 25%. I love it. Last night I was dreaming about orange soda, but it was just a fantasy. That's so corny. Weeks for no KY and KYC use VPN. Amen. Yeah, you don't even need a VPN on Weeks. You just can trade, man. No red tape. Yeah. Exactly. Peace, Sam. You must be watching me, bro. I'm feeling so pumped. I started doing push-ups. I did about 10. Then I hear you say do some push-ups and don't stop. Wow, mind blown. Spooky. Shout out to Jeremy Kinlaw. That's the energy that we push, man. I make people want to do push-ups. I make myself want to do push-ups. You know what I mean? No, Weeks is great for futures trading Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the top altcoins. I absolutely love it. It's got good liquidity in and out, and it's got a great way to trade. Like, very nice setup. Like, if you want to move your stop loss to break even, you just grab it, boom, that's it. Break even. You know, you want to move your stop loss up a little bit like that, boom. You want to go grab your take profit, say, you know what, I went a little high in that take profit. I'd like to bring it down a little bit. You can do that. It takes seconds. It's seamless. It's smooth. It feels smooth. It feels responsive. You know that when you're doing it, it just feels, and I like that. That's what I'm looking for in an exchange. I'm looking for responsiveness when I'm trading fast on the 1 minute. In and out, I need that type of vibe. If I don't get that vibe, I can't trade it. I didn't get that vibe from many, many other exchanges. The order books were slim. It wasn't the same vibe. I'm not going to call it the names because I'm not like that, but Weeks is just better, man. Weeks and MEXC, both very responsive, both moving at the speed of light. I like them a lot. There's a reason. I'm a fast-moving character. I'm a fast-talking guy. I got high energy. I need an exchange that can keep up with me. Weeks is doing that at the speed of light. I like the team. They're talking back and forth. We're working on things to make it better. And you got to like that about the responsive nature, too. And their back end is good. Their customer service is bar none. I know the people there, too. You ever have a problem, we can reach out and say, hey, what happened here? This is the user ID. And it's like you got someone behind you, not just by yourself. So why sign up to an exchange alone when you got Sammy holding you down, man, and the crypto lifer's reputation on the line? So shout out to everybody here in the live. Again, no matter how much I love an exchange, I have what's called hardware wallets. And, you know, if you really love a coin, if you really care about, you know, a huge, big position, a hardware wallet is the place. I do keep money on exchanges, but I don't keep all of my money on an exchange. Definitely smartest thing to do, no matter what, is to keep most of your money on a hardware wallet. I preach that. I live by it. It's very, very important. All right. How to see liquidity on the BTC chart is basically by using BOOKMAP. BOOKMAP shows me where the liquidity is. And if you also want to see liquidity on the chart, you use what's called the VIVP. Do they have one here? It might be called the VPVR or the volume profile fixed range right there. Visible range is what I like. The volume profile right there. And that'll give you the VP. And again, what I like to do is go to your settings, go to your inputs and add a 0 there. And that will, like, I call it delineated, if that makes, I don't know if I'm even saying it, but it adds more lines. It multi-lineates. It really what it does, right? Anyway, so that there you have it, right? And look, that gap, once you got above there, you're going to pump up to liquidity. Good place to take some profit too, or we're going to likely consolidate. All right. Let's take a look at LCX at AITECH. LCX USD on Coinbase. On the last time I looked at it, I said it's like you're going to dump out the bear flag. And my target was 17. It went down to 22. Hey, it took a little bit of a ride, huh? It took a long walk of a short pier over here, eh? Hey, be careful, huh? Let me tell you something, kid, huh? The next time I see you over here playing with these altcoins, you don't know what you're doing, huh? Without a mentor, without a trading group, I tell you what, you're going to get wrecked, huh? You're going to get liquidated. Nobody's going to like you. You have no money for ice cream, huh? Look at all the kids now. They're all eating ice cream. Why? Because they played by the rules and they learned how to trade. But you got no ice cream. Why? Because you got liquidated. Now all their ice cream's liquidated. It's falling over their faces. But you got nothing. You're liquidated because you ain't got it. All right? They're liquidated with the ice cream. You're liquidated. You ain't got nothing because you liquidated yourself. All right? Now they're peeing their pants, these little kids, because they drank too much soda and had too much ice cream. Now they liquidated their pants. But you liquidated your account. All right? Let me tell you, kid, next time, trade right so you can buy some ice cream, huh? Don't play yourself. LCX all the way up here to 57.5 cents, right? You're funny. But, you know, it's still on a nice flag. Supporters resistance is pretty cool. Previous resistance, it is bouncing. You could pull your fib from Impulse, and it's bouncing off the 618 Golden Paquito. It does look like it could continue up to 57 cents. If this market revisits a bounce, this thing is moving. All right. AITECH. I've been loyal to AITECH. I've really I'm either going down with the ship with AITECH or it's going to save me when we get an AI pump. Sad thing is the old AI coins just aren't that fun anymore when you have all this new stuff coming out with AI agents. Am I wrong? AITECH may have to do something with an AI agent to get itself moving. All these AI coins now have to say they're AI agents now. They have to switch it up. A lot of coins that had nothing to do with AI agents now claim they are AI agents. I have seen some of that stuff go on, so I'm bullish on it. Long term. Like, stop has to be below that previous low. It's a 5-to-1 risk-reward ratio. But again, I've been DCAing into this coin at the bottoms I've been waiting my turn, and it's been a hard hold. I'll be honest. It's been a hard hold. Let's take a look at POL, USDT. Blessings on everybody out here. Thank you so much for jumping on in. Polygon ecosystem here on MEXC. And again, the last time I put it out, I swung you on the fib there at the 618. We got the bounce in between that VRVP gap. Always could kind of call you down to that point of control. Can happen. Not what you want. You know, I like this nice previous support as resistance here. It's holding us pretty nicely. Let's zoom out and take a look at the weekly chart and really kind of get a grip of what's happening to Polygon. So, you know, weekly support is strong, and it seems like it's found that. And so I wouldn't be surprised if it does begin a bounce here off of weekly support. I look at the 3-day chart, and the 3-day chart's really what's driving a lot of the market recently. It's looking good on Bitcoin. It's looking good on Total 3, and it's really my go-to chart. It's the chart that I put a lot of weight on. The 5-day is cool, but it can buffer. What I mean by kind of take too long to show you what's going to happen. And it's more of an expressive, it expresses the overall bigger move coming. The 3-day chart can express the overall bigger move coming, but also give you a pretty dang good entry. You know, the longer I've traded the 3-day chart, the more it feels more like the 1 hour to me. It's funny. When you don't trade a bigger time frame, it seems like such a big time frame. You're like, whoa. But the more you trade bigger time frames, the smaller they get to you. You know? It's like driving a big truck. Like if you drove a tiny little car and you got into a Mack truck, it would be overwhelming. But if you drive a Mack truck for years, it eventually starts to shrink. It's not as big as you thought it was, right? You can maneuver it. You can understand its size and depth. The weight of it isn't so, you know, overwhelming anymore. You can go at it. So I like this for where it's at here on the 3-day chart. I would trade this on the 3-day chart. Stop loss below, like, you know, 32 cents. I think there's better out there. I still hold this coin, so God bless Matic. May it continue to do damage and head to 96.28. But yeah, I see a move coming with a stop below the point of control there, maybe even below 35. And it heads to 96. Shout out to the Hoover family. God bless you. He said a Jitto price prediction. Let's take a look at Jitto real quick for you there. I know you just jumped on in, but I think one day we missed one of your super chats, so I want to butter you up right now and get your super chat done right away so you know that we care about you. You guys always seem to throw it down. The Hoover family, man, we love you guys. So thank you so much for the love. Let's look at JTO. I believe it's on MEXC at JTO. Yeah. Now, Jitto's like a market maker, DEX kind of coin for Solana. We found it down here and we knew it was going to be hot and it did numbers. But it kind of goes sideways. You know what? It reminds me a lot like Jupiter. Like how Jupe is such a major player. It tends to do great, but it doesn't get a lot of pump. I see this thing consolidate and eventually headed to 7 cents. Only a matter of time. This whole market's going to rip. And it feels like everything that we're in is going to take a move. This thing could head all the way to 770. I'm holding control. You can copy anything you need, really. Grab it up. I like this. And honestly, you see this shoulder, head, right shoulder, see the cup, see the handle, see the low, the high, the higher low with consolidation. Point of control, too. You consolidate above that point of control. I just don't see how you don't go to 773. Jitto's hot. Jitto's on my radar. And I know that the Solana ecosystem is going to continue to move. And it tells me that Jitto's going to take a part in it. And so I get a 90% vibe on this that you're going to 773. I could be wrong. All right. There's a good chance, there's a chance I'm wrong, but I'll put a 90% lifer stamp. And I don't even own this coin. I just known about it since it first came out. So I'm very, very familiar with it. And I understand the ins and outs of it. and what it's connected to and why it's probably going to pump. I'll put alert on there. And actually, I put it in the wrong place. Let me put it in the alt section here. I've been good about that the last week. I want to stay on that. And I'm going to delete it out of the Bitcoin section. Shout out to all the beautiful lifers here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in 11:55, January 2nd. And you guys and gals are back strong. Let's get 1,000 likes, though. 160, you're just still afraid to hit that like button. Let's get 1,000 likes back. Our second day of the year, baby. You know we ain't taking a day off. We going all the way to the moon. Been with you since 1,500 subs. You changed my life. The Hoover family, I love you, brother. You changed mine. It's funny. Everyone says I changed their lives, and it's funny not to think that each and every one of you didn't change mine. I mean, I wouldn't have a stream. I wouldn't have a team. None of this, my life wouldn't be possible. I wouldn't be the cool guy who gets to wear the suits and walk around like Mr. Cool. You guys made me the man. I mean, this channel made me, you know, even if I was a known trader, or even if I was an awesome trader, no one would know. So I wouldn't get to be like kind of known, right? I would just be kind of another rich guy that nobody knows. You know, that's why like YouTube is more addicting than the money, man. I have to be honest. Like the vibe, like saying you have a YouTube channel and going around being able to meet people, be like, yo, I'm a YouTuber. Like that's a flex. That's a flex worth more and more than the money. You guys gave me the greatest flex on earth, man. I love you all. I love being a YouTuber, man. It's the coolest thing in the world when I meet people like, what do you do for a living? I'm like, do I say it? I mean, I won't even tell them. You know, I'll just keep it quiet. I'm like, oh, I just play with the market a little bit. You know? Someone asked me about NIMBUS AI here at $1.5 million market cap, locked up. Let's take a look here at NIMBUS. Another AI agent that could be nimble NIMBUS. Boost your experience with AI, open source toolkit for connecting your AI agents to Solana. Start for free. NIMBUS AI agent. Integrated for the world's best AI technology. Griffin, Solana, Jupiter. Once you create your AI agent, you can teach it to trade, launch tokens, lend ZK airdrops, and excruciate blinks. We don't even know what excruciating a blink is, but we're going to have to find out now. No code AI builder. Lowers the barrier, enabling anyone to configure powerful agents. See, this is what I'm liking. That's why I like Sentio. It's going to be so many of these, though, and how many are going to be real and how many are just going to be kind of like a talk. NIMBUS AI. The website looks a little low budget. Not a lot of followers, but they do have a revenue stream. Interesting. Not every one of these could be a winner, right? But, I mean, look at the daily. And it's very early. It's very early. It's got a $1.3 million market cap. So it's like, I could get into this for like a quarter soul and never remember it. And you never know what it could 100x. You could turn one soul into 100 soul. You never know. I'll speculate on it. I'll watch it. I'm not going to buy any just yet, but dang, man, $1 million market cap for another drag and drop AI agent or a non-codable presentable AI tool. If these really work and do their things, I want to sit with my team and play with these. I want to have like a whole development team in my office that like gives me feedback, plays with them, teaches me. These are the things, got to play with this stuff and really get privy and really start to understand. The more we understand it, the better investors we become. See, again, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't think I'm saying you should be taking as financial advice, but I can tell you how I made my money. I was hands-on. When I invested in something, I played with it. I got into DeFi, I understood it, and I played with it. So you're the man. I've invested in other channels, but yours is by far the top of the top, headed to Mars, to the moon, and beyond. The only channel with a sports commentary play-by-play production. The GOAT, baby. Shout out to the imagination of innocence, man. We got you, man. We taking you to the next level. This is going to be the greatest crypto channel in the world, and everyone's going to realize one day what I did to do it. I didn't do what everyone else did. I wore the suits. No one else did it. I had the voice. No one else had it. But we had the calls and the gains. I love y'all, man. Y'all the best, bro. I'm just having fun with you guys. I hope each and every one of you can play along. But I love you, and I thank you all. So look, NIMBUS, man, could be nimble for us. It's interesting. I like it. I'm adding it to the AI agents watch list. And again, you got to have watch lists now. There's just too many things going through here, right? And we can add and drag and drop too. How do we get them off the watch list? How do you get rid of a watch list? Like this one didn't do what I want. I want to get rid of it. Funny. Sammy is the macho man. Randy Savage of crypto. The cream rises to the top. Tony Rosas, we love you, man. Stacks is cool. We like Stacks. Making gains with the lifer despite all the explosive psyop distractions. Oh man, we stay on point. They did drones. We went into virtual agents. You know what I mean? I didn't get in, I dabbled in it, but I didn't get too heady, man. I stayed on my grind. 97,181 for Bitcoin. And we'll get into Bitcoin too before the end of this. Let's take a look at ONDO. Well, someone just asked about my ONDO long term, and I gave it. I try to sneak off with some of them just being quick answers, right? I mean, no one said I had to put out a chart. And I gave you my long-term analysis for ONDO, right? Everyone's like, come on, Sam. You know we want the TA. Don't play games. Back away and give us the TA, Sammy. Put your hands up and give us the technical analysis. Put your hands up and drop the technical analysis right there. Put the technical analysis down and walk away slowly. Put the technical analysis around and put your hands behind your back, please. Hey, he's got too much TA. Get him. The guy's got TA. Don't let him get away with it. Dude, what if they come for my brain and they brainwash, like they wash me because I'm too, I'm just messing with you guys. I'm like, what? Who was I? I don't remember who I was. That's why I should never get in a car again, right? I can never have amnesia. That's why I should never be in like a fight. God forbid I get hit so hard I can't remember what would happen to my life. It'll be over. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be the crypto lifer anymore. I don't even want to think of this stuff. This is like horrendous. It just gave me like, I got like anxiety attack. When you make all your money off your mind, what do you do if you lose your mind? You know. This got some hidden bullish divergence for ONDO. I see $3 coming. Looks like a nice load up zone with the previous resistance as support. Again, I could be wrong. We could dump even lower back to the point of control at 84 cents. But I mean, unlikely with the kind of run we've been on. It has a higher low. It's looking pretty good to me, but you never know. Long term, the real long term bigger move. I mean, I definitely see ONDO getting to $5 and possibly to $10. I'd have to do some real sit down analysis on ONDO to give you a really good answer there. Like the one you want isn't the one I could give you right now. You see what I'm saying? Like it would have to take me some time. And again, it's all speculation and education, right? You know, no guarantees here. Not financial advice. So, but I do like ONDO where it's at right now with this hidden bullish divvy and sitting on previous support as resistance. And I could see this thing headed back to 3 beans. Or headed to 3 beans. Sorry, it's never been 3 beans. That's a double up there for ONDO too as well. And I got like $42,000 in ONDO. At one point, it was like 60 grand when it ripped to 208. It was huge. It was huge. And GOAT's kind of been quiet because it was the first one, and now it's been kind of sitting. All right. GOAT hit 129, and now half of its market cap has been chopped. Does that mean it's done forever? In a way, this market moves fast. GOAT was cool, but can it compete with the new age sentient drag and drop AIs? I don't know. I say no. But, you know, it's its own thing. Maybe it recreates itself. I don't know. It's got a decent following. People still seem to like it, but the people that are into it are also the new age guys that jump into the new things, and there's so many new things to jump into. That's the one pullback to this bull market is a lot of people are going to get caught getting into the wrong thing at the wrong time and getting left in the wayside. Like, you got to be a little fast here. It's for the fast mind. I really believe it's very important to have a trading group this time more than ever, because it's like, if I tried to do this on my own and figure out what was happening, and I didn't have like a team and a group and all these other resources, this would be very, very, very hard. GOAT. All right. I mean, pull your fib and take a look. Red guy loves his GOAT. I'm sure he's still in it. 618, 786 retracement area. By the book, it says you'll bounce here. I wouldn't touch it. I think there's far more fun new stuff out there, but that's me. You do you. We can't. And I'm not trying to put down what anyone else is doing. I'm just telling you what I'm doing, right? That's all. Ski mask dog, right? And shout out, thank you for the $246 in chat revenue. You people are amazing. This is a bull run. I thought just because we had a couple of days off and things were slowing down. No. The adrenaline is pumping. Things are running. And it is crazy out here. God bless you all for being here. Ski mask. I don't know which one. There's so many different ones here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ski mask dog. He wrote it down. He's like, dude, I said dog. Pay attention, you luff. I don't know what a luff is, but it's when the sail is luffing and sailing. So I figured a luff is someone who's just not paying attention. You know what I mean? Just not going the way they need to be going. You're luffing. You're luffing around. Don't be a luff. I just made that up. But when the sail's luffing and it's when it's kind of flapping around. It's not full of air. It's not helping you get anywhere. It makes a lot of noise too, and all for no reason. Just a lot of flipping and flapping. So don't be luffing out here. Don't be a luffer. All right. I just made that up. Stop luffing. Look, is that a real word? Luffing? Yeah, the sail was luffing. Like, see, look, luffing is the sail refers to when a sail vessel is steering far enough towards the direction of the wind. Yeah, the sail is eased far. Yeah, and so you move into the wind because usually you want your sail like this and the wind's coming over across and filling the sail. But if you turn yourself into the wind, you're luffing. All right. So stop luffing over here. Hey, you're going to hear me use that more often now. Don't be a luffer. Don't be late for supper. I mean, Ski Mask Dog has this kind of inverted, it has that same inverted, it's almost like a flag that fell out and came back inside. It's showing signs of life, and it's consolidating nicely. It has a good community. I remember doing damage. 149% coming, possibly. That means it would go to about a $500 million market cap. Somewhere in those vicinity, 489, something like that. DXAI by Virtuals. This thing is tiny. $2.8 million market cap. I don't know much about it. It's hypnotizing me right now. I can't. The AI took me. I'm just joking. I thought I got you. Did I get you? What if the AI knew how to subconsciously take advantage, and it did this to a site we clicked on, and the whole world went into a trance? Next thing you know, like all of us were subconsciously hijacked, and we couldn't think or breathe. Oh my God! Like what the heck? Like what just happened to me? Like what's going on? Like. You have to remember, I'm still an entertainer. Next thing you know, you're on YouTube every day for 16 years straight. Never left. The guy has never taken a day off. He's out of his mind. I went the entire 2024 without one day. Dude, not one plane was delayed. Dude, we had a couple of late streams or something, but man, we nailed it. Like, what a year, man. I love y'all. We're going to have a great 2025. I just know it. Because 2024 was off the chains, man. I'm so excited. XRP pumping. My wife always gets happy when XRP pumps. You know what that means. When XRP pumps, I get lucky. You know when XRP pumping, Sam's getting lucky. because his wife's happy. So funny. Too much information, but it's just funny, man, because it's kind of half true. Like, oh my gosh. That's what makes jokes funny, because they're true. All right. Married men would love that one, right? If you're married, it's even funnier, right? Right. DXAI, I mean, it looks like it could come back down maybe to 6. You know, I kind of like what it's doing, but it could make a little bit of a pullback. Such a tiny market cap. This thing is something I would have to buy and just, you know, let it do its thing. Again, I don't know what it. I went to the website and it just tried to hypnotize me, so I don't know what's happening. See beyond the image, AI powered precision for every diagnosis. AI agents with actual utility. Are you serious? It's a brain diagnosis? Shaping the future of healthcare introduces diagnostic as a service powered by DXAI tokens built on virtuals. Our mission to democratize access to advanced diagnostics with AI powered. Are you serious? Agents for neurology, ophthalmology, radiology, pathology. Combine cutting edge AI privacy focused pipelines and decentralized trust. Empowers healthcare providers and patients alike. AI healthcare, AI agents. To me, it's such a big thing, though. They're going to have to, like, take over the healthcare industry. And, like, we know that's a behemoth. So the idea is great. And what they want to accomplish sounds awesome. But, like, can I get a brain scan right now? I don't think so, right? I could be wrong. I don't want to lie. Right? Look at this. Sam is moving. What is this? Small autonomous. This is crazy. World's first robotic AI agent with a meme coin. 100% autonomous driving. Sam is moving. Sam moving. So this is a little bot that's walking around. My GPS loves abstract art more than directions. I think I'm a Brisbane, Australia. So someone just picks up this little bot and, like, puts it up and down every day. Like, let's get real. Like, it's a remote control, man. Like, it's got nobody following it. I just thought it was funny. It had my name on it. Anyway, that's how I deep dive. I go on some crazy deep dives. They don't always end well, but most of the time. But DXAI, interesting. All right. I'd like to see it come down a little more. I'll add it to my watch list of AI agents. All right. Let's take a look at ICP, Dog, and MIZUKI. Everybody seems to love Dog. Everybody, right? There's so many Dog, though. Is Soul Dog? I don't know, man. Is this it? I think this is a little much. Dog emoji on Solana. I gotta walk away when I see stuff like this. Yeah. NIMBUS AI. And remember, a lot of these coins hit MEXC pretty quick, and I'm able to see when they do too. So pay attention too. That's another thing that we have. You know. So Doggo to the moon. Everyone seems to love this coin. They're, like, obsessed with it. It gets searched more. Everyone loves it. I don't know what's up with it. I am not into it. I think it was the first meme on BRC20. Am I correct? Right? I think that's why it's such like a. It's got all the hype. They all made this shoulder, head, right shoulder. They all made this slanted, drunken, inverted head and shoulder. You saw it. It's around the whole market, and then it breached, and then we lost the December trend that had been keeping us low for so long. Everything's breaking out, and it's breaking out on a higher low, low, high, higher, low. So the trends are intact, and it suggests that we're going to head higher, somewhere to 1 and then 4. You know, this looks like it could double up pretty soon. It's already on the way a bit. I don't own any, and I don't really care, but it looks like it's going to go up 100%. And God bless you on your super chat. I don't mean to be rude. I got to remember someone super chatted it, so when I say I don't care, that could be rude. I don't mean to be rude. What a show, though. We did a lot today. I felt like we entertained well. I entertained myself, I'll tell you that. I hope you were entertained. It was worth the suit alone. You know what I mean? Men cannot live on bread alone. Nice move there. I mean, ICP, cup and handle, coming back to the previous, you know, resistance as support. That's definitely a Fibonacci. This is why we pull fibs. This is why we trade fib. Right? 618, between that 618 and the 786, the known retracement area. Very likely, if you like this coin, this is where you load up on it, on the 77. We can't go a stream without that 77. I'm not touching this coin, but it's, if you like it, go for, you know, it says technically that is the least risky place to buy. All right. MIZUKI on CKEX. MIZUKI. I never heard of MIZUKI, or maybe I did, but didn't, you know. MIZUKI on Sol, $12.8 million market cap, getting a bit of a buzz. I don't know. If you like it, go for it. It's on an uptrend. I get beat down by so many just random coins at one point. Towards the end of the stream, I just been like, me. Okay. And SEI, you know, SEI lagging. SEI is kind of got on my nerves. I don't know what the team did. I don't know why they couldn't get this thing rolling like it was supposed to. When Bitcoin's dumping, it's pumping huge. Even though the market's doing horrible, all the other coins are dumping, it's pumping. It gets above key levels and then it completely collapses. It didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense. It was a great call. I started getting, you know, and it has all those bells and whistles. And there it is, just riding the Tutoring. And I said this about a lot of coins. I said, if Bitcoin dumps, a lot of these coins end up losing the 200 MA. And that's not going to be, then that's not healthy. I said, so either these coins bounce and we get ourselves a bull run here, or like we go into a hibernation zone and like half of all the coins or more, 80% of the coins lose their 200 MA on the daily, and we go into some dump period. And I said, it just doesn't make sense a year after the halving, you know, that's what's going to, it just, that doesn't, you know, doesn't follow any of the cycles of cryptocurrency. But so you would have to get a bounce here on SEI, and this would be your greatest prices to get in. Again, the cup and handle would prevail here over time. Higher lows in a row, and we'd have to breach back to 74 faster and on our way to 96. I still own a bag of it, so we'll see where it goes. But regrettably so, like, you know, it not regrettably, but I wish that it went better. It was a funky ride for SEI for sure. Very strange. Not my regular rides. And last but not least, I'd like to look at the fan funding and say thank you to everybody if I can. Shout out to Cartman McGee, Sean Z, Timothy, The Digital Citizen, Jonathan Rogers, Capitalist Nomad, Rebel Darkside, Voice 109, Joe Espinoza, Joe C, Live, Laugh, Love, Kabuchi, Ahmed, Johnny, Crypto Sam. Good morning, Sam. We please look at Matic Poll. We looked at the thank you. God bless you. Yeah. Sammy, could we get to NIMBUS AI? Thank you. That looked interesting. Tommy Davidson. The man gets no days off. Join the 99 and stop losing out big opportunities. Can you check out ONDO? Thank you. Dog USDT. Kids crushing fish. We love you, brother. Omar Torres. Rudy 007. I love you, Rudy. God bless you and your family, brother. Happy New Year, man. Can you check GOAT and Kikus? God bless you, the Wicker Man. I checked GOAT. We don't do double super chats. The Digital Citizen. Bro, give me some refreshment on your strategy on Scalp with the 50-minute, or do it on screen when you're doing the next class. Tonight, I'll go over it if you want to join the weekly screen share. 25 is going to be life-changing for everyone in here. Check out DXAI. Interesting. Thank you. Need to be a sports announcer. Thank you so much, Blaze420, a.k.a. Crypto Viking. Thank you, Sam. God bless you, brother. Viking Norge. And the Hoover family, Crypto Face, Brawny Music, Cheeks. The Hoover family again. The Hoover family yet again. Been with me since 1,500 subs. Unbelievable. And still throwing me love, man. Mr. Sammy Cup and Handy. That's why this stream's amazing. People that know me for years still come back in Super Chat. It's exponential, man. Ivan Roke, we love you, brother. Michael Chapman, thank you. He asked for PUMPAI. And can you look at Top Hat? It's supposed to be the next Virtuals Alpha Arc. It was getting skilled by XAM. Funny, Top Hat came out this morning for me because I saw it on... But what happens when there's 100 new Virtuals now and they all start grabbing market share? Will we never be able to get another Virtuals again? PUMPAI. I mean, wouldn't you want to just make a coin called PUMPAI and watch it pump? The market cap's just too small. I may be on the wrong one. AI meme coin trader. Interesting. I don't know why it's so small. I'll add it to a watch list. I don't know. Maybe it goes somewhere. Yeah, Top Hat is on my radar now. Top Hat. Now, is this it? $87 million market cap. I found it today on Token Metrics. See, in my trading group, I scan Token Metrics all the time, and I look for some of the hottest coins and things that I'm looking at. All right. And today, Top Hat came across the radar, and it just reminded me of Pop Cat for whatever reason, right? And I said, what is Top Hat? And that's why I like it. It's hat. Market cap did hit 100 million at 10 cents, and it's pulled back to 86 now. Wow, it's been ripping for a while, though. Top Hat. And you can see all these agents that are coming out underneath it. And look, see KOLIN? You know, weird smiley KOLIN. I don't know if they're just Quantia. Did KOLIN make these? You know, why are they all say KOLIN next to them? And that's why I think KOLIN could do numbers. Like, KOLIN can really take over. And I think these are all made by KOLIN. That's why they say KOLIN next to them. You know what I mean? So look at these AI agents. You're a quantitative analysis. You're an expert on technical analysis, right? Dude, this is awesome. These are all related to KOLIN. This is huge. Dude, KOLIN's going to be big, man. The swarm is going to take over. What KOLIN did is, let me explain how I see KOLIN, and I could be wrong. But like, a coin comes out, like, and you might want to clip this out because this is going to change your life, what I'm going to say here. But a coin comes out. Let's just say a token. I'm going to make a little circle as a coin, right? A coin comes out, and it has to have a Twitter, right? I mean, it can have the tech, but then it also has to get the Twitter. It has to have a team, a Twitter, and a website, and people have to know about it. And it has to be marketed properly. We have to look at the tokenomics and all that. And then it gets its way to the exchanges, and then I trade it, and we know about it, and we make gains. So a coin getting marketed, we know, is a big part of why I know about it. If Apple was an awesome company, but no one marketed it, everyone says that's, and so like everything needs to be marketed for us to know about it, period. No matter how good of it is or what you want to know about it, like it is what it is. So with that being said, all right, and we know we're knowing that idea, let's move forward. And when we move forward, we have this idea that, so now you have an AI agent. So now we know people are good at marketing and they can get everyone together. Now we have an AI agent where people can set up the marketing and the AI agent can just, they don't miss, they're hitting it, they're coming up with new ideas, they're scanning the market and making intuitive selections of how to, position themselves to market. And that's cool. And that we believe is better than the old way. And then you have swarms. One AI agent that basically creates like an AI agent that talks about carpentry, but leads you back to another one about ice hockey, another one. And it creates this like cooking, and it somehow is able to redirect all this energy back to itself. That's what KOLIN's doing. And KOLIN has a swarm. And so if you don't understand this, you may be missing out on one of the biggest plays in the market right now, KOLIN, at a very small market cap. Now I'm in KOLIN, so I'm also shilling a low cap gem that I'm in, but I'm in it because I believe this tech exists and this is what's happening. You tell me. All right, let's jump back into Bitcoin here. I got carried away in the AI agent space, but Bitcoin doing very well at 97,300. The trade is sitting pretty. We're in a good spot. We have no fear. We're up about 2 bills on the trade, and we're continuing to rip. So I'm going to leave you with this. I gave you live trades for Bitcoin. Everything seemed to be going our way today. It was another beautiful day. May God bless each and every one of you for jumping on in, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I thank you so much for joining the trading group. I thank you so much for being a part of this awesome session. Hey, if you want to join the trading group, one last thing I want to say, we make it very simple and easy. If you're watching here and you're involved in the comment section, go to the live chat. All right. In that live chat, up at the top, we have a pinned comment. Go to cryptolifer.com. That takes you to our beautiful website where you can subscribe to a monthly, a quarterly, or an annual subscription. All right. You could log in and subscribe today. It will blow your mind. So check it out. All right. That's where you go. And then again, why would you do that? Well, I'm scanning the market. During my live stream, we find a lot. But late at night, I find a lot. And I'm always awake and paying attention. We've done a lot. I've been up since 7 in the morning. It's already been 5 hours, and you've been hit with a lot. A video update for Bitcoin. Look, we hit this Bro Virtuals for Nerebros for 109%, Tang for 79, Virtuals for 42, Griffin for 100, and AIXPT. These are all just in the last few days and a Bitcoin call. So if you like gains, if you like education, and you like positive energy, jump on into CryptoLifer.com. All right. I love each and every one of you. I thank you so much. I got to jump on out of here for the day and go play with all this fun stuff in my bookshelf. I love it all. I love you. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another beautiful, amazing live stream. God bless you all. Thank you so much. And remember, the secret to success is getting started. You got this. And thank you so much for your viewership. I appreciate it. Your most valuable asset is your time, and I really appreciate you giving it to me today on the live stream. God bless.